Hi, welcome to the Triforce Podcast, where we talk about video games, we talk about movies, anime now, apparently.
Yeah, we're fucking multimedia at this point.
That alone is going to get us copyright.
Watch the show. No.
It's the Triforce.
So, not only did I not have an intro prepared for this today, I also just realized, again, I think I've opened a podcast like this before, but I say so to open pretty much every podcast. I gotta stop doing that.
I mean, like, you have a thing and it works, right?
I guess so, yeah. I don't know. I just feel like you can take every intro to our podcast and layer them one by one. It'll just like, just be really.
There's like a compilation somewhere in the future. And it's just like, the Triforce 200 intros by Colton. The
Triforce Podcast, but it's only Colton saying so.
Take a shot. We'll start the drinking game.
It's a minute-long video. But like, I didn't really have an intro planned for today, so I figured I would just wing it today, like black wing it, you know, like hello, did this go off?
You know that I am the #1 Crow fan, and I'm still gonna sit here in silence at that.
I forgot I had that.
Oh my god, I'm crying. Stop.
Oh man, so we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute since we've thrown it back to Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel like.
Absolutely. I mean, I kind of just got back into playing the cards, and then you came out and you're like, yo, can we do another Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode? And I'm like, fuck yes. I have been.
Well, you know how I feel about Yu-Gi-Oh!
I know how you feel about Yu-Gi-Oh! It's gonna happen.
There was a part in one of the episodes I watched to get ready for this where I reached for my Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. There was a minute, there was like a brief moment where I was like reaching and I was like, ooh, had to stop myself. I was like, what are you doing?
To stop myself.
Wait, what are you doing? You can't get back into this.
Oh my god.
The dueling book login, I'm like typing in on the keys.
Oh my god, I love that. That's so funny. Holy shit.
It's in my notes, don't worry. I did notate it.
Oh my goodness, that is so perfect. Oh, I did the same thing when we were talking GX. I was holding my Ancient Gear cards, and I'm just like, every time we talked about Dr. Crowler, I just looked at Ancient Gear Golem. I'm just like, it's awesome. Oh, actually, speaking of 5Ds, I'm very excited for the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Set coming out. They're doing the Max Gold again, where it's like those really premium rare, like premium gold cards.
Yeah,
and
where Fishborg should be one of the cards, but never will be.
Agreed. Hard agree. Very upset that we get one Ancient Gear card in the set, and it's Ancient Gear Fusion, and it's not even like the Primo Gold. Can I just get another like printing of Ancient Gear Golem since 2006? Can we just have that? Like, it's either
listen, I
ultra
want
rare.
it for you, but it's not gonna happen.
Ultimate Conductor Tyranno gets a fucking another printing. Every dinosaur card gets a printing. All the train stuff that I just bought in crazy rarities for absorbent amounts of money, they're just like, hey, yeah, here's all the train shit you just bought and all the other cards you just bought, except for the one that you really wanted. That's going to be a common forever. And I'm like,
That's
fuck.
like, it's like me with my fucking, 1 year, I think I told the story on the podcast, but 1 year for my birthday, my brother got me a super rare Fishborg Blaster.
Oh,
and then I'll never
get
get another reprinting of that.
Oh God, yeah, we're gonna make it happen.
I'm so sorry to everyone if you just heard that. My cat just jumped onto my computer. I'm so sorry.
Rouge, I love her so much.
Yeah, we just adopted a kitten, and she is a very, very needy for my attention only when I'm doing something.
What a bean. I mean, that's always how it works. That's why Mikey's in the background of some podcasts sometimes.
It's just so funny. I was like, of course you're gonna slam onto the laptop right now.
Of course. Why wouldn't she?
I summon Rouge in attack mode. Literally.
Oh man. So the reason I brought up the Max Gold is because there's one card that's being printed, one Primo Gold card that's going to look really beautiful, and it's the Black Rose Dragon, which is going to get that really cool gold treatment.
I haven't seen it with the gold or anything, or like it didn't even know what was happening, but I'm already in love. And
Yeah,
I
I mean, you remember like
6
those
copies.
You remember those solid gold blue eyes like that I have, right? Like those
Yeah.
Dark Magicians in red eyes and shit. So they're doing that treatment to Black Rose Dragon, and it's gonna look so beautiful.
It's
and
deserved though.
Of course. And it's really funny that I bring this up right now because our first episode is episode 41, Clash of the Dragons Part 2, Hatred Caused by Sorrow. Catch it, Stardust Dragon. It's an episode about Akiza.
It's so funny. I was like, earlier today I texted you and I was like, hey, do you remember like where we left off? So I could
yeah.
Because I was like trying to read my notes and I was like, we did not get through all of these episodes. I know we didn't.
No, God, no.
And then I went back and I was listening to the last few minutes of the podcast and just you being like, I thought Jack Atlas was going to pull out his dragon and just hold it in front of her. I laughed for a good 5 minutes. I am that guy that finds like their own podcast funny. It's me.
Of course. I find one of my favorite bits in the whole podcast is when I was talking about Gears of War with Z, and I was just like, yo, I just realized that Gears of War is just what happens if we lost the movie Independence Day, but if you watch it upside down.
Oh my god.
It's like, no, we're done with the podcast.
Well, it's been nice knowing everybody. See you later.
Like, I think I need to put together a best of this show. It's fucking great. Like,
literally.
All right, so instead of patting ourselves on the back, let's go through.
Hey, you'll never hear me compliment myself ever again. All right,
listen, you know what? I will take it where I can. Yeah, I was gonna say take it where you can get it. So let's get into this absolutely batshit crazy series. So enduring the pain of Akiza's attacks, Yusei summons Stardust Dragon to face against the Black Rose Dragon and reach her heart. This is such a weird thing that Yu-Gi-Oh does. They're just like, I have to duel you to make you realize this thing. And I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that.
I think my favorite part about that, like what you were just saying, is like, I have to duel you. And my notes literally state, so we all know Yusei's not getting the card he needs, so he can make this whole friendship speech, right? Like, I don't really know what, like, the Stardust Dragon, like, has to do with any of this, because you could have just, like, been like, all right, Akiza, let's, like, have a heart-to-heart real quick.
Yeah,
like,
you could have just, I don't know, sat down and talked to her.
make some tea, like, you know, put the kettle on, let's sit down. But no. This girl just got out of a coma. Let's duel. Which is standard Yu-Gi-Oh fashion, but like
literally immediately out of a coma, and Yusei's like, I have to duel her to reach her heart. Oh god, this fucking show. Still hurt by the loss of Sayer, Akiza unleashes her full power and constantly weakens Stardust Dragon. As Yusei gets hit by more attacks, Hideo steps in to protect him and to try to reach Akiza, taking some damage in the process. During the chaos caused by her spells, she notices a wayward debris, that was a weird way to say that, about to hit Hideo, and whilst calling out to him, she manages to stop her powers and save him. Being thankful he's safe, Akiza hugs her father and asks Yusei to finish the duel. With Akiza finally accepting Yusei's friendship, the four signers are united.
There is a quote. There's a quote in this episode, Colton. That I wrote down, because of course I did.
I think I know what it is.
Where Yusei goes, we all have these marks, so like it or not, we're friends. And my follow-up to that is, I don't think that that's how friendship works. And if
you
I'm
and I
honest,
have the same tattoo.
I don't even think Jack wants to be your friend in the slightest.
Jack Atlas is literally there because he has to be. Actually, I don't know. I think Jack Atlas really does want to be Yusei's friend. He just can't admit any kind of vulnerability at all.
No, Jack Atlas is doing the like Bakugo thing of like, I don't need friends.
Exactly.
And then like is surrounded by a bunch of friends. Like,
exactly.
I don't need fucking friends.
He'd go fucking bananas if nobody was around him.
I'm sorry. You know for a fact that if something happens to you, say Jack would like immediately be like, all right, me too.
Oh, yeah.
Kill me too. Take me too.
Absolutely. And Crow is just like, you know what? May as well get me too.
Oh, yeah. Well, 100%. Crow would be like, Yusei's gone? All right, bye.
Yeah. Just peace sign fade. He literally just fades out of existence.
The vine. It's also funny because there's like a later episode where Jack's like, I'm not your friend. And Yusei's like, LMAO, we have to be friends so we can win. And I'm like, that's not how it works, Yusei. Please. Stop.
Yeah. That's not it, Jack. It's not it. So I also want to point something out really interesting. This is the last time we kind of see Akiza with her fiery personality. Like, am I like crazy for thinking that as soon as this episode is over, Akiza just becomes the Taya of the show?
It's like, did you watch, this is such a weird comparison.
I'm here for it.
Wreck-It Ralph 2? And there's like the scene where the princesses are like Rapunzel like goes to Vanellope and is like, did everybody think that like a man coming into your life solved all your problems?
Yes!
That's literally what happened here.
That's literally
I'm so
it.
sorry. That is such like a weird comparison, and I know it's a strange
perfect.
one, but that's literally it. Because like a couple episodes like later, you have like the like group mom like Martha being like, oh, Yusei says you're so pretty and like Yusei is right and all this shit, and I'm just like, first of all, I don't think Yusei has ever called anybody pretty in his entire life.
Maybe
so
Stardust Dragon, but that's it.
Oh, yeah, maybe his bike.
Maybe his bike.
Also maybe Crow and Jack, because there's some weird love bromance thing going on between them.
There is something deeper there.
But
like,
I don't think Yusei has ever called a girl pretty.
I don't think so. I don't think he knows how. I really don't think he has any thought beyond cards.
Maybe he would be like, yeah, you're pretty when you're dueling.
Yeah.
I summon the Stardust Dragon.
The roses you summon are pretty.
You're really pretty when you almost killed me.
Yeah.
Using your psychic powers in the middle
duel.
I
don't know. I think Yusei was into that. I think he really was like super there for that.
But I also feel like he was like, man, I wish Jack and Crow were here. Where's Crow? Me the whole time.
Probably.
Where's Crow?
Oh my god.
But like, there's also something, and this is a personal take against the Yu-Gi-Oh writers, and I will always have this take because I think even in the newer stuff they haven't fixed this. They don't know really how to write powerful like female characters.
No,
like,
they definitely don't.
They were kind of close at the beginning of like GX with Alexis, and then they were like, oh wait, she's a girl. She has a thing for like Zane and Jaden now, and I'm just like, dude.
The second that Jaden started, like the second she became a homie, she just became a background character, and I'm like, no. Like Akiza is the same way. Akiza started out as such a great character. Oh my god. Like, I would love it if Akiza would just tell Yusei, yo, step aside. I got this shit. Yo, give me this.
Fuck off. I'm gonna do it now.
You know, like, no. Even, like, if, let's say, she does have this thing for Yusei, even if, like, someone stepped to Yusei and she's like, nah, he don't talk to you like that. Let me get this. Like, I gotta get this. You know, he's about to catch these thorns. Like, you know, that's it.
Exactly. It's just,
I would
like I said,
love that.
I think that they just do the thing where they go, it's a girl. They have to have a thing for the main guy. And it's just like,
Yeah.
no, this was such a good character. And then, like,
Yeah.
you'll see it over, like, the next few episodes, which obviously, like, you watched, that she really does just kind of, like, decline.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even mind her having a thing for Yusei. Fine. Sure. I think it's cute. Why not? But, like, give her a spine. Like, she was
she
such an
just
amazing
had a personality. Like,
she had a personality before. Where to go? Like, I don't get it.
Is it the fact that she, like, can control her powers now, that she can't have a personality? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't get it either. It sucks. Like, once they resolve that problem, it's just whatever. Stupid. Anyway. Okay. Next episode. This is episode 42, The Signs of Time. Gather, warriors of the Crimson Dragon. Sounds like a fun dub title. Or a ocean dub title.
They came back for this.
Absolutely.
They grabbed them for one episode. It's just this one.
No, actually, I'm looking at the next ones. No, these all sound like ocean dub titles. Maybe they brought the title crew on for them.
They were like, hey, we need some help.
Yeah, we need some absolutely batshit crazy titles. Okay, so this is episode 42. Before visiting Goodwin, Mina shows Akiza the true nature of the Arcadia movement, showing how they performed experiments on younger children in order to raise psychic duelists. Yusei, Jack, Akiza, Luna, and Leo go to Goodwin in order to get the truth. Goodwin almost immediately denies Leo entry since he's not a signer. Luna insists that he stay with them. Goodwin explains to them all about the Crimson Dragon and the Dark Signers, and he mentions that the fifth signer has yet to be awakened, and reveals that 4 Dark Signers are those who have already died and cannot return to normal, much to the shock of everyone. I don't know about this.
I had a whole problem with this, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, they were like, the, like, quote or whatever that when he's like, I cannot disclose the 5th signer for safety. And I was like, bruh, you don't fucking know who the 5th signer is. Just say, I don't know who the 5th signer is.
God forbid.
Move the fuck on. All right, like, obviously, I know who the 5th signer is. But, like, you don't know who it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Just say, hey, I don't know who it is. They haven't shown themselves, that we haven't gotten a fucking read. Or if you do know who the fuck it is, open your goddamn mouth. We don't have time for this shit. Don't be like, for safety, we can't disclose. No, the world. What happened to the urgency? The urgency of we need to save the world. Where did that go?
What do you mean? What do you mean you can't disclose the identity of the 5th signer? You're literally talking to the 4 people who this information is the most relevant to. Like, what do you mean?
Just like,
so stupid.
Hey, you guys didn't need this information, did you?
Oh, God. Oh, my
Like,
God. Imagine
yes.
we got sent out on, like, a mission of some sort, and the person who gave us the mission is like, you don't need to know what your target looks like. It's
you don't
fine.
need your teammates, right?
No, you don't need to know about where. You don't need this map. Schmap. It's fine. You just go. You'll be fine. That's stupid. That's ridiculous.
In what world would we fucking need to know? You know,
Absolutely.
like, I just, come on. It just, things that piss me off. This.
The next episode title is actually perfect. It's an amazing reaction to this. Surely you jest, part 1.
Oh my God.
Respective determination. That which is wholeheartedly believable. Yeah, these are ocean dub titles.
100%.
Oh man, is this the one? Oh, this is the one. Oh my God. Krosif Hogan is just the most... Oh my God.
I love him. Love him.
His skull is made of lead, and you cannot convince me otherwise. If he didn't have these amazing... If he didn't have these fucking neck muscles, he'd be dragging his head across the ground like a hatchet. Like, it's just... Oh, Crow. The signers contemplate about what Goodwin has told him. Yusei blames himself for Colin being... Is it Callan or Colin?
It's in the dub, they say Callan, so
Okay.
I have to say Callan, but don't
Yeah.
quote me.
I'm gonna go with Callan. Yusei blames himself for Callan becoming a dark signer, but Jack knocks some sense into him. Fucking literally, just fucking whaps him.
And literally, my notes straight up say, "Oh fuck, he decked Yusei with like a shocked face," because I was not ready.
Yeah, Jack just hauls off on him. I'm like, holy shit! I forget how crazy this show actually is. Like, this
It's
is definitely
wild.
the darkest Yu-Gi-Oh, and I love it. Leo is reluctant to join Luna in going to the satellite, since his battle with Sayer proved he wasn't a worthy hero, but Luna manages to convince him otherwise. Meanwhile, Crow encounters Lazar in the satellite, mistaking him for a dark signer. Yeah, he sure fucking does, and
I mean,
goes
he
after
certainly
him.
looks like a
He
fucking
does.
weirdo.
He looks like a weirdo, but he's definitely not like dark signer looking.
Yeah, but Crow doesn't know that shit.
He
Look
doesn't
at
know
Crow.
that shit.
Look
I would
at my
imagine.
son.
I would imagine why he's trying his best. Like
He's
I
just a little bit
a little slow.
not all there.
Not great on the uptake, but he'll be fine.
Listen, he didn't get the memo, which is not his fault.
That is true. Although I would imagine Lazar denying it in literally every other sentence would kind of, lend some credence to it.
No,
a little
I
bit,
think that if
kind
I
of.
was a villain, I too would go, I'm not a villain.
I'm totally not a villain. Like, but I
Not
guess
a-
just the frustration in. Hold on
Yeah.
1 second. Oh, Nicole just came in. Oh my lord, that's ridiculous.
This is all ball.
Oh, our scent beads melted. Whoopsie.
Love that.
That's amazing. Hi, Nicole.
Hiya.
So
Hi, Nicole.
let's now she leaves. So let's see. They're doing so Crow encounters Lazar in the satellite, mistaking him for a dark signer, and goes after him. Despite Lazar proving he wasn't one, Crow attaches the explosive latch onto his duel disc and challenges him to a duel. Oh boy, Lazar gains the upper hand by playing a continuous trap that forbids synchro summoning. Oh yeah, I remember this. And summoning Jester Lord, whose strength and power greatly increases when there are spell and traps on the field. That's the first description, I think, that kind of goes into the game a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. They also fail to mention that Crow has this whole fucking thing where he's like, oh my god, clowns.
Oh yeah, Crow is like desperately afraid of clowns. I mean, fair. That's fair. Like, what fucking... I'm just gonna come out and say it. What fucking freak runs a clown deck? That's insane.
That's why this is the exact reason that I too would believe him to be a dark signer, because I'd be like, no fuck Butterson in their right mind plays clowns. I don't think
Yeah.
I would never.
I mean,
You're gonna have to kill me before I play a clown deck.
yeah. Except when Sangi the Dark Clown support comes out, then I gotta have that. But like, oh my god, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, all his monsters are super creepy and weird, and I don't like them. I don't like them at all.
My notes read, I don't like Lazar being this close to my son.
You know who he kind of reminds me of? I think it might just be the voice. He's very Frieza-like. You know what I mean?
No, it's true.
Ugh.
They also have big foreheads.
Yeah.
Listen, we all first of all be amazed they even know who the fuck we're talking about right
That's
now.
very true.
Second of all, they do both share the same forehead.
He's very first form Frieza, and I'm
I
just
fucking
like,
hate that.
just slimy. I feel like Lazar is slimy. You know, I hate that. Oh.
You know, like skin types that like when you don't shower for like a day, the oil is so thick.
Ugh.
That's what I picture his skin being like. Like that thick, oily, like it feels like you haven't showered in like 8 days, but really it's been 20 minutes in the sun. Kind of thing.
So me? Oh God, ew.
Yeah, but you're not like a creepy clown.
That's
man.
true. I'm just a regular clown. Oh God.
Oh my god, I'm crying. All right, before we move on to the next episode,
Yes.
of my other, because I know you loved this in the last episode that we did. I have my weird notes about characters. Jack, your friends fucking need you, Atlas. As he screams at Yusei to get his fucking head out of his ass.
Yeah, isn't it amazing that he screams at Yusei for not abandoning his goals while simultaneously trying to abandon his goals?
Literally. Also, just Jack and Yusei this episode, I feel like really going at it with the emotions, and I wasn't really I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't expecting it. But like, I think it was a good turning point for their not friendship per Jack Atlas.
Oh yeah.
They're not friends.
They're not friendship. Yeah, man, I feel like Yusei and Jack are just like the dumbest possible versions of Goku and Vegeta, where like Vegeta is so upset that Goku is better than him, but he kind of accepts it. Jack wants Yusei to be better than him, but he just wants to complain about it still.
It's so funny because he's like, right, like, so like in the beginning of season 2, I was like talking about how, you know, Jack 5 minutes after he lost the duel was getting shit on for not being. I am so sorry if you heard that. My cat thinks she's part of the blinds now.
It's
Can you like not be in my blinds, please? I'm sorry.
Sweet
What I
baby.
was trying to say is that like 5 minutes after Jack loses the duel, and it's like, oh hey, you lost, you're a loser, and he's like, I've lost one duel in my time.
He really
But he
did
is
only lose the
riding-
one.
I don't even know if I should say he's riding the high of that, but that's all he's literally riding the high of like losing this duel to Yusei to complain
He
about
is.
Yusei. And
He
it's like,
totally
dude,
is.
just like, come on, just say that like you have a crush on him or whatever, or you have some weird thing about people being like a higher power than you, and like just move on. Like,
Jack
the world is
Atlas.
ending. I don't think there's really time for this shit.
That boy is a bottom. Like, he really is.
I have never seen more of a pillow princess in my life than Jack Atlas.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he is definitely as bottom as they come. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, Jack needs to calm down.
I also think that Jack Atlas does just need to get laid, and like he would probably feel better. 'Cause
Yeah,
I feel like
definitely.
he's so uptight. Like, dude, before you go back to the satellite, like, you're already taking all of this time to have this emotional conversation, which I know, like, he's emotionally constipated, so that took a lot of time
Yeah,
for him
he
to
really
figure out
is.
how to have this conversation. But like, dude, just like go back, maybe like you and Yusei like pop open a bottle of wine, have a good night, and then you'll feel
Absolutely.
better.
I feel like he's scared of that though, because like because it just hasn't happened in so long that I feel like once he actually does nut, it would like blast a hole through the wall like a fucking pressure washer.
Oh my god, I feel like
Good night, Nicole.
man, do I hope that is like the last thing Nicole has heard you say today. Is that
she popped her head in like, what the fuck?
you know, hearing our podcast out of like pocket is a time. Don't play us in front of your family, fam. But
Absolutely.
you know, like it was so funny. I was about to make a joke and be like, so Colton, now that I have us talking about Jack Atlas's sex life, have you missed me?
Yes, absolutely. Oh
You know?
my goodness. Nicole,
Do you
your
miss-
comments on Jack Atlas's sex life.
Yeah, like that's what
Yep.
that's what you just walked in on.
Thank you so much for your input.
It's there.
It's there.
It's actually
there.
not there.
It's
That's
very
the
not
problem
there.
here.
Blonde guy.
Yeah, that's the blonde guy. We're saying that Jack and Yusei should just have a nice night to themselves because Jack is very emotionally broken and very emotionally backed up, and he just needs a night together. But I'm saying that, like, if they have a night together, if he nuts, he's just gonna fly around the room with the sheer pressure of his own nut. Just like one of those balloon animals that just pops and flies around the room.
You know, like in cartoons when like in like Tom and Jerry or something, if like one of them like inflates with like air and then they pop.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
that's like what I'm
Exactly
picturing.
that.
But like Jack Atlas, who is like toned as shit, definitely like works out all the time, like this muscly, you know, let's be honest, twink of a man, just around the room from
The
like his
perfect
dick
midpoint
because he
between
came.
Bear and Twink. Like, just Padink.
I'm literally about to tweet about this conversation. Things I've made C Easy talk about on the podcast. Jack Atlas's sex life.
Oh,
Which, to be
God.
fair, you brought this up. This wasn't even
I
me.
did. This was all me.
You brought this upon us.
I did. Oh man, so let's continue before.
Anyway,
we get
the
in
next
even more
episode,
trouble. Next episode
is great.
We've gotten. You ready for the third episode? We talk about 30 minutes into the podcast.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
We might
Remember,
only get like 5 or 6 episodes out, folks. I'm just warning you right now.
Hey, listen, you know, you did a bunch of Dragon Ball Z. It's finally my time to come back to the podcast.
Oh my God,
all right?
absolutely.
Like, y'all
This
missed
is-
me. You missed the stupid shit I do.
I genuinely, desperately missed Rain on the podcast. Like, it was. This is so exciting to me. I'm so happy that you're back.
Yeah. You
Let's
know,
talk
now-
more about your favorite boy.
I love him. Episode, I don't know what number we're on because I wrote
44.
episode 17, which is definitely not correct.
I think that's like the season 2 marker
Yeah, no,
for
because
that.
I started numbering them like episode 1 of season 2, but I know like season 2 is technically like season 1, and the
Yeah.
fucking Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't make sense, all right?
No, nothing about it.
It's
makes
never
sense.
made fucking sense, all right? So just deal with it. I'm quoting Joe. It doesn't have to make sense. It's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Exactly. So let's do this. Crow manages to regain some ground in his duel against Lazar with his monster, Blackwing Armed Wing. But then a purple light shines from the original NRD reactor. I forgot that's the fucking name of it. Within a crater Lazar was investigating, and a black fog starts to envelop Satellite. While
I'm
Lazar
so sorry. I have
manages-
to cut you off really quick
Yes.
about something. Is NRD the thing that we decided Jack calls his dick, or was that
Yes!
something else?
Yes, it is.
I am so sorry because we haven't said it. Now it's here. We're just talking about it.
Yusei's the reactor.
Yusei's dad did make the reactor. It's all coming together.
Oh, no!
Get me a cork board.
The
I need the strings. It's all making sense.
the X-Files theme. Oh no. Okay, anyway. Okay. We find it in a crater, okay? While Lazar manages to escape, Crow gets caught up in the fog and disappears, along with several other satellite citizens. Meanwhile, chaos ensues outside the security and maintenance HQ as citizens demand an explanation from Goodwin concerning the geoglyphs and disappearing people. Yeah, Goodwin not famously good with explanations.
Goodwin is not like
Badwin.
somebody
He's
who's
actually
like-
Badwin.
oh my god, like he's like the president of something, right? Like he's like high in power.
Yeah,
of
I think
some
he's, like-
Yu-Gi-Oh dueling shit, right?
I would liken him to a mayor of the city.
Like, I don't know what he actually does. I know that, like, he has people under him or whatever. But, like,
Yeah,
for somebody
power
who
boy.
is, like, the face of something, like, the face of that tournament and whatever, like, that was all on him. You need to
Yeah.
know how to talk to people, and he is so bad at it.
Yeah, he's garbage at it. Like, he's just like, oh, these people are not privy to this information. Oh, I have to keep it all secret. Why? Why do you have to do that?
Just,
Like-
you know, like, I understand, like, out in the public, you can't be saying things like, we don't know. But, like, get your shit together, my guy.
Just say
Also,
shit's fucked. We're working on it. Like
this
just-
episode made me cry. Why they gotta do my son Crow like this?
Yeah.
Into the fog, my poor baby.
That man yeeted himself into the shadow realm by accident, and he was just,
Did you love when they were like running away and he was like, "Wait, you're not really a signer."
just Crow. Oh, Crow,
I
my
was
boy.
in tears. I think this is also the episode where like Crow was like, "Haha, I don't actually have a fear of clowns."
Oh yeah.
I
He
was
goes like, I was just
you.
I was just playing you, and Lazar's just like, dude, I don't give a shit. I didn't want to do this.
Lazar, who was like, "That would be great if I was a dark signer, but I'm fucking not."
God, I love how pissed off Lazar was getting.
Lazar really was just like, what the fuck? There were some, first of all, I'm gonna finally talk about the actual game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I know that that's not something I do
Oh
on this
shit,
podcast.
let's go.
Well, because like normally I'm just like, I'm really mad that they like don't follow the rules, which I still am really mad that they don't follow the rules. But like, the plays that Crow did in this actual duel, I almost wanted to play Black Wings.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing, is Crow's deck is actually excellent. It is a really, really good deck. Black Wings were fucking huge for a long time. They were the
yeah.
meta deck.
Yeah,
So-
we talked about it in the last like episode of this. Like, it became like really popular, but like watching him do all of like the plays and stuff to get his like cards out when like, you know, Lazar had that effect going, I really was like, shit, maybe I should play Black Wings.
Black Wings are fucking great.
And then of course Crow went missing and I turned around and was like, yeah, you know, Fishborg. Where's Fishborg at?
Yeah, I mean, like, they are an amazing archetype, and Crow is actually playing them very, very well. So, I mean, what else is there to say? He's a really, really good duelist, and he worked his way up. He worked his way hard for it, and I appreciate it. Crow's a good dude.
Yeah, Crow, like I said, he's not all there because he's
No.
he's headstrong, you know, like he's like, all right, like Yusei and Jack are like gonna go do this crazy thing, like I want to help my friends out.
Yeah, definitely.
So he's like, you know, he is headstrong, like, so he wasn't all there, but like I do appreciate the effort.
Yeah, and he really, really came through for Yusei and Jack all the time, and that is so cool. Like, even after all the shit Jack did, like, just good man, a good
Crow's
man
a good
through
man.
and through.
I'm also
So-
unrelated to Crow, which is shocking, I know, coming from me.
Oh my god,
I need to talk about my favorite part of this whole episode.
please do.
There were two parts, two things. One of them is Crow related, which is when they're running, I think, and Crow's just like, I'll send you a gift basket.
Oh yeah,
was like, dude,
Lazar said that. Lazar said that.
Oh my
He's
God,
just like,
I thought that was Crow. I was like, I wrote my notes wrong. Just the like, I was like, I'm dead. Crow baby, run the fuck away. Leave him alone.
it was so funny because he's like, hey, what about our duel? You can't just chicken out. Lazar's like, fine, you win. Fuck it, I'll send you a gift basket.
I love it. My second favorite part is when they do, Jack, can I ask you a question? I'd prefer not. I was in tears.
Yeah.
I was sobbing. I was like, Jack Atlas. I swear
Voice of the
to
people.
God, this is me every day of my life.
I'd prefer not. I love him so much.
I literally wrote, I was like, this is comedy fucking gold.
But like, you know what the best part of this whole thing is he says it all in that same droning, like that same bravado type of voice. Like,
prefer not.
Jack, can I ask you a question? I'd prefer not.
Literally. It's the way he talks. And it just gets you every time.
He sounds like Australian Marek, and it fucking kills me.
I
all
love
the
it. It
time.
brings me joy.
It's so stupid. All right, anyway, we gotta finish this episode. When the signers hear about the fog, they head off towards the satellite. When waiting for the helicopter, the others learn that Yusei is the son of Professor Fudo. I wonder how you could have fucking figured that out. Researcher of the old momentum. Before leaving, Yusei asks Goodwin to finish construction of the Daedalus Bridge once the mission is over. So the Daedalus Bridge is the bridge that connects the satellite and New Domino City. And that's the reason why the satellite and New Domino City are separate, is because all the poor people live in satellite and all the rich people live in New Domino City. And, you know, obviously people of the satellite not too thrilled about that. So they want to connect the bridge so that everybody can live anywhere they want.
Yes, and like in the next episode, there's like a whole big thing really like about that, where like even Jack starts to like be like, all right, fuck off about this shit, because like even he gets angry about the commentary being made, and he's like, dude. And then you kind of, there's also this like, how do I say this? Like another reason that kind of comes up for like a brief second in the episode that like kind of explains more of like this Jack like complaining about Yusei and like having this like weird issue with him.
Yeah. It's like
it's weird. In my experience of Yu-Gi-Oh, which everything is weird in Yu-Gi-Oh, but this
is like
this
even
episode,
weird by Yu-Gi-Oh standards.
Yeah, like this is just like, I'm gonna have you like explain the episode, obviously, like read the bio, and then I'll like go into it before I'm like talking about shit and we haven't done the bio, so go ahead.
Of course. So this is Mark of the Spider, Part 1. I really like this intro to the Dark Signers. Well, we already had an intro to the Dark Signers. I forgot about that. While flying to the satellite, Akiza asks about Yusei's father, and Mina explains to everyone what his father did. She also explains what happened 17 years ago, and that Yusei is city-born. Yusei, Jack, Akiza, Leo, and Luna, and Mia, and Trudge! I forgot Trudge is there. Oh my god, wait a minute! I forgot my Discord name is literally the way it is because of the shit that happened last episode. There was one line from Jack. Jack was just comedy gold in episode 44 the whole time. He was amazing. So they pull up to the helicopter. They send a helicopter down, and Trudge is the pilot. And he gets out. He's like, reporting for duty, Goodwin, sir. He's just like, wait, Yusei is who I'm come on, you can't expect me to transfer some satellite scum. And he's just like, Jack's like, hey, watch it, I'm from the satellite, shut the fuck up. And then like I forgot, like he's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that, sorry, I would just like I'm talking about, I'm just talking to somebody from New Domino City. And then Yusei is like, shut the fuck up, I'm from New Domino City.
It's so funny because like that's like the whole thing, like this episode, right? Like they're in the helicopter and literally like he's like, oh, the satellite, and Jack's like, I'm from the satellite, shut the fuck up. And then he's like, oh, but like Yusei, and he's like, Yusei and his dad were actually born in the city and then they came to the satellite, so maybe shut your fucking mouth. But that's also funny. The part where I'm like, Jack, is this another reason that we like gotta shit on Yusei? Are you like mad?
Yeah, I think
he's from the city.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you're the one with all the respect.
You know it. I'm telling you, he wants Yusei to be better than him. He just wants to complain. That's all it is.
Jack Atlas, meet me at the Denny's parking lot, 3 a.m. Be there, be square. I'm gonna kick your ass.
I love it. He just wants to fight everybody. He's like, you know what it is? Like, if I were to make Jack Atlas a dog, he's definitely like a rabid beagle.
Oh my god, that never shuts up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. And also, when they were getting on the helicopter, as Jack starts to get into the helicopter, you just hear this aside. His mouth isn't even moving, by the way, so this was just something they fucking threw in there. So he's getting on the helicopter and you just hear Jack go, can't believe I have to fly economy.
Be lucky you're fucking flying at all, Jack Atlas, motherfucker.
Please, not
This is the
now.
exact reason that he needed to get laid. This is
Yeah.
why.
Oh my god. Like, not now, Jack, please. And they also start establishing this weird, like, love thing between Trudge and Mina.
No, okay, hold on a minute. It is like some weird love triangle.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan
Immediately.
of the, like, love straight line instead of a love triangle, because it is Trudge with, like, Mina or Mia or whatever her name is.
Mina.
And then she likes Jack. But Jack is like, is it in this episode?
Yeah,
I
no, it's
think-
not. I think it is in this episode.
This episode, yeah, it is. I wrote it in my notes, where she's like, I have special feelings for you. And he straight up goes, of course you have feelings for me, but this is about Carly.
Oh my, I remember sitting, I had to pause the episode and I'm just sitting there with my head in my hands like, you can't just do her like that. You can't.
But it's
like,
Jack Atlas. But, like, I was crying because I was like, okay, right? Like, so we have this whole, of course you have feelings for me, but it's about Carly, when you just had this emotional whole thing with Yusei like 20 minutes ago. Like,
Yeah,
I was
there's
like,
only
Jack.
there is literally only two people that Jack can be any more than friends with, and it is Yusei Fudo and Carly. Like, that's it. I forgot Carly's last name, but it's either one of those two, and that's it.
Carly Carmine?
Carly Carmine. Yeah, totally.
I think so. I think that's why I remember it.
Yeah.
This episode, and then the fucking Dark Sider part of the episode.
Yeah,
Oh
so this
my
was really funny. This was hilarious. I forgot about this. So they all arrive at Martha's house, who we were talking about before, where she and Blister are waiting. I forgot he's a character.
I forgot his name was Blister.
Yeah, I was like, oh god.
Who the
Martha
fuck is
and
Blister?
the fucking thief dude. Like the
forgot.
Sly Cooper ass motherfucker in that
Oh
show.
my god.
So Martha informs everybody that Crow, Rally, and the others have gone missing and offers everyone a meal. Mina asks Jack if the reason for coming to Satellite was for Carly. Oh yeah, here it is. Jack just insists that he thinks of her as a friend. It was, oh god, but this was
special
so
friend.
sad. This was so sad because Trudge was about to give Mina a flower while this was all happening, and Trudge is like around the corner, like, oh, dejected. But so Jack, like, she says, I have special feelings for you, Jack, and he does the thing, is like, of course you do, but this is about Carly. And then she goes, but what about that thing I just said? And he just, like, doesn't respond. And I'm like, dude.
I told you he is emotionally constipated, and
Like, what the fuck?
It's
I'm like,
sad.
Jack. Like, that was awful. It was the worst possible thing you could have done. Anyway, so seeing Trudge's plans on wooing Mina fail as a result, Martha sets him to work in the kitchen and bathroom in order to cure his heartbreak, and he starts to gain an appreciation for Satellite residents from a child named Taka, who is such a sweet, wholesome boy, by the way, who
Yes.
admires security. I like this thing between Taka and Trudge. He's just like, Trudge is just like, oh, everyone from the Satellite is just this street rat garbage person, and then Taka's like, I want to be security, and Trudge is like, oh, never mind then. And I'm like, oh, I love this.
I think my favorite was when Trudge sees the flowers and goes, they have flowers in the Satellite?
It's it reminds me of this Tumblr post I saw a long time ago. It was like how do Australians know what TV shows are? It's like, Australians do have TVs. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I was just like, Trudge, poor people can grow flowers.
Oh my god, it was so fucking funny.
They still have soil. Like, you literally landed next to a bunch of trees.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Trudge ain't so good in the knowledge department, but he's getting there. He's starting to turn around.
Also, then the fucking the dark signer just coming out the fucking woods. Hello.
Oh God, I have to.
We don't say hello.
No, oh my God, I have to talk about that in a second because this has been on my mind all day. However, in the middle of their meal, Roman makes his appearance and Yusei accepts his challenge with Akiza going to assist. So, Roman just kind of shows up. He's just this big, dark, scary dude, and he just kind of shows up. He's like, we don't say hello. We Darksiders like to greet our guests another way, and he pulls out his dual disc. Yusei pops out the window, and in the worst bit of voice acting I've ever heard in my life, he goes, "Who are you? What do you want?"
They definitely were like, end of the day, like in the middle of editing it and went, oh shit, we forgot to put the voice in.
Yeah,
and like called him to get it over the phone.
That was definitely him packing up his shit to go home, and they just realized they forgot to record that as he was walking out the door, and they just like, can you just come in and record this line real quick and then you can get out of here? Like, just, oh,
he like
God.
already had his jacket on.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, he just
Who
told his
are
wife he's on his
you?
way home. Oh my God, that's so fucking funny. Who are you? What do you
crying.
want?
I think my other favorite part is like, so this dark signer, right, just shows the fuck up.
Yeah.
And he's like, we don't say hello, because he's like got the duel disc out. And then Yusei's like, if you want a duel, you'll follow me. And I'm like, what? Where do you come off, Yusei, thinking you're going to make a negotiation?
You are in no position to be making this
And then
negotiation.
he goes, yeah, cool, I'll follow you. You lead the way. And I'm like, dude, what?
If only all enemies were this accommodating, honestly, it would make everything so much easier.
And then they like go to the middle of like fucking nowhere, and I'm like, great. Fucking, I understand that you were like, I'll protect the people, but like, you say.
I mean,
First of all, you could have just brought a gun.
Yeah.
Or like led him and then like pushed him off a cliff or something. Like, you were like, yeah, we're gonna go duel over there, and then like kicked him down like a cliff or something.
What if Yusei just took him out to the wild and just...
I'm gonna take him out back real quick.
Oh my God. That would be amazing. Yusei just goes on a fucking rampage.
Yusei. Oh, what was it? Fucking Martha was like, are you still scared? And Yusei was like, no. And then I just like, Yusei pulls out a gun and he's like, I'm not fucking scared of shit. Like, that's what I would be. I'd be like, oh, them, we need to save the world with dueling. Me. No, we don't.
I'm gonna save the world with the power of friendship and this gun I found.
I was watching a fucking like TikTok and it was like a game and it was like a really
God.
tiny like small like horror game, and it was like, if you want the people to give you candy, there's something in my house, and it's a gun. And I'm just like, that's it. You know, like you instead of talking it out or using the power of friendship, gun. Have y'all tried gun?
Oh my God, I don't know why Yusei losing his shit and going on a rampage is one of my favorite things.
Right? Like, this is what I think he should do. I think that he should summon the Stardust Dragon, because
God.
clearly those things are real in
Yeah.
this world. Climb on the Stardust Dragon's back. Take out, like,
It just
a
start
sniper
pick-
rifle.
just
and
picking
start
off the
picking 'em off.
Darksiders.
But instead, he decides he's gonna duel.
Oh my God, I don't know why that killed me so bad.
Thanks,
That
I'll be
was
here all
really
week. I'm really funny.
Oh my God, that was just, and I'm just imagining Jack like putting his hand on Yusei's shoulder, like, whoa, man. What are you doing? And like Crow's like, whoa, what the fuck?
Nah, it's literally, I feel like I feel like, right, eventually, Yusei would pull out the gun. I think Jack would just turn around and be like, whoa, 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 Yusei! And then he would pull out another gun and he'd be like, I'm
Or
in.
he'd just be like, oh, finally.
They get, I have already forgotten the name of the security dude.
Trudge.
Yeah, okay, so they get Trudge to get into the helicopter, and then it'll have, like, a gun attached to it, too.
It just turns into Call of Duty, the anime.
And then that's it. Like, I understand that the whole point is that it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And, like, they're gonna solve the world's problems with cards, and, you know, we joked about how we're gonna, like, you run the world on, like, dueling energy, or whatever the fuck the whole premise of this season is. Dual energy. But, like, I really just feel like things could have been solved with guns.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
I'm not
in the
a fan
original
of
dub,
violence.
in the original dub, they had guns. So that's a thing that they have in this world.
Dude, like, I understand that, like, they were like, listen, the violence, we can't do it. But, like, just fucking... All I'm saying, Yusei knows the satellite like the back of his hand. He didn't even need a gun. He could have just been like, we're gonna duel over there, and then, like, led him to a cliff and kicked him off.
Yeah, I mean, true.
Take his deck,
God.
kick him off. That's one signer down, like...
Yeah, for real.
But no.
Holy shit.
Wow. We're
Wow.
gonna duel.
We could, yeah, for real.
And then I have
So-
another complaint, which
Yeah.
is really stupid. But
Should I continue the episode first?
yeah, please do, because then I'm gonna tell you my complaint. You're gonna laugh at me.
Yes, definitely. So, where was I? Don't even know where I was. Hold on, wait. Oh yeah, so Akiza
it's
goes to
towards the
assist.
end.
Yeah. Martha goes and takes everyone to hiding, but Taka and his friends decide to go after Yusei to help fight. As Martha and Trudge go look for them, the duel between Roman and Yusei begins, with Roman summoning a dark synchro monster that can capture an opponent's monster and use it to negate damage, and Yusei summoning his synchro monster, Road Warrior. However, just as they become aware that the children had followed them, Roman makes plans for summoning his Earthbound Immortal, putting the children's souls at risk. So... do we find out at this point who oh my god, what the fuck's his name? Roman? Do we find out like who he is at this point, or is that like 2 episodes through?
No, I think that's the next episode.
Oh, okay,
Don't quote
all
me
right.
on that, because I did not.
Yeah.
In normal rain note fashion, I didn't care, so I didn't take notes about it.
Damn. Yeah, so Roman's an important dude. And it's actually really funny because he's voiced by Chris Sabat, so I'm like, I'm so glad that Yusei and Piccolo are getting to duel today. It's just really
I
fun.
love that Piccolo made it.
Piccolo, All Might, and Vegeta all in one decided to duel him. So yeah, it's just crazy. This was a crazy duel, actually. I really liked it.
Wild.
I really did love the spider deck, though. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of cool. But like
that's where my complaint comes in, actually.
Oh, really? Okay, so
it's really stupid. It's a really stupid complaint.
Oh, I love stupid complaints.
So he was like, I'm gonna summon my Earthbound Immortal, and then like his whole thing is spiders, and I wrote this in my notes. If it's truly an Earthbound Immortal, would it not be a cockroach instead of a spider? Because, like, roaches can survive anything, and, like, spiders can't. So I literally, the entire episode was like, is he gonna, like, summon a giant roach instead of a spider? But he's the mark of the spider? And I don't know if it's just because, like, I live in a city, so, like,
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
like, oh, like, I see cockroaches all the time, and I know they live for, like, really long time. But, like, it was such a stupid complaint, but I couldn't stop thinking about it the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, roaches are literally the only creatures that I could imagine being functionally... Roaches and lobsters are the only 2 creatures on this planet that are functionally immortal, I think. Like, they're just fucking crazy. But, like, I really, really enjoyed this duel, and... This was one of the only kind of duels I didn't really have a big complaint about, you know?
Yeah. No, that's why I said, like, my complaint was just stupid, but, like, it's because, like, that's just how my brain functions. Like, even the next episode, like, I didn't really have, like, complaints about the duel. I was just kind of like, wow, I'm really not sold on the spider deck. I'm just like not sold on it, because now I'm like, and also love, they threw out like Yusei's fear of bugs for this episode.
Oh no, they like made a reference to it for a second, and then we're like, nah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, that's what I mean. Like, it's there for like what, 0.2 seconds, and then we're like pretending that this isn't happening, and I'm like, but you made there was a whole episode about him being afraid of bugs, and now like we're just like, haha, we're gonna touch on it for 0.2 seconds.
Yeah. Just make a quip about it.
Like, anyway, I hate it here.
Yeah, right. So they finish up this duel, and no, they don't finish up this duel.
They finish it in the next episode.
Yes. So episode 46, Mark of the Spider, part 2, The Truth from 17 years ago, The Hidden Trap of the Dark Signers. Yeah, this is ocean dub as fuck. As Roman prepares for his earthbound immortal summoning. Oh, by the way, so I don't know if we established this, but every time an earthbound immortal is summoned, it takes the souls around it. Like the people who's like are bystanders, it kind of just sucks their souls out. So that's why Taka and his friends being there is such a big deal. So that's why Trudge and Martha are going to save him. So as Roman prepares for his earthbound immortal summoning, Yusei tries his best to postpone it, and Martha and Trudge hurry to save the children. However, Roman then speeds up the process and is able to summon because he just fucking does. Earthbound immortal Uru, thankfully. At first I thought he said Earthbound Immortal Uwu, and I'm like, that's not its fucking name, is it? Please.
Oh my god. All the fucking, what are they? The Discord kittens come out from the fucking Uwu?
Roman's just like, hello there, kitten. I see you haven't been on Discord.
I see that you were banned from putting memes in general chat.
Oh my god. I need a dub of that. Thankfully, Jack arrives on time and forms a barrier around the children to stop their souls from being sacrificed. How does he do that? I don't fucking know.
What did Jack Atlas? What is this power that you magically have all of a sudden?
Jack is just a sorcerer and never told anyone. Oh, man.
He's just like, my signer power. I'm a witch.
This is the power of sexual frustration.
Being emotionally constipated has its perks.
I shed all of my inhibitions and unlocked magic power. Oh, man. So my emotional barrier is so large it became physical. Roman then reveals that not only was he an assistant to Yusei's father, but is also Goodwin's brother. There it is. And is the one responsible for the Zero Reverse incident. Yusei manages to deflect one of Uru's attacks, but it hits a building Taka, Martha, and Trudge were hiding in. The process of rescuing Taka, Martha falls into the flames of the geoglyph, and her soul is fed to the earthbound immortal.
I fucking cried.
Yeah, this was crazy. I didn't feel super sad about it because like I know that if they beat all these guys, then their souls are saved. But still, I'm just like, oh my god, not Martha. Literally the last person that deserved any of this.
I was so upset because the start of this episode, my notes are like, fucking more love for Martha. What a fucking queen. She just like turns around and she's like, you say you better not lose this duel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, like what a fucking queen. And then this happens and I was like, no,
Martha.
Wait.
Martha is everybody's mom, and she doesn't let anyone forget it, and I love it.
This is the scene. I'm sorry, Colton. This is the scene where I was like reaching for my cards because I was like, damn, this woman just struck fear into my heart. I was reaching for my deck to be like, oh shit, I can't lose.
Yeah, I was like, this is the episode where I was kind of like, I'm playing with my Yu-Gi-Oh cards while I'm watching these episodes, and like, I had pulled a test hand to try and figure out different plays for my deck, and this is the scene that was playing during that, and I'm looking at my hand as this happens, and I'm like, oh fuck, I need to win.
Martha struck fear into my heart. I was like, oh, this is serious.
I'm like, these gears better come out and save some people. Let's go. Oh my god. So yeah, this was ridiculous. Martha falls into the flames of the geoglyph and her soul is fed to the earthbound immortal. Yusei summons Stardust Dragon and takes note of the fact that whilst earthbound immortals can't be stopped with traps, spells, or monsters, they can't be used to defend either. Roman manages to avoid being attacked, but then he swaps himself out with Rally, who sacrifices himself by synchro summoning one-shot cannon and beating Uru. With life points at 0, Rally disappears.
I was so sad.
Yeah.
Like, that was really, like, heartbreaking because Rally was like, no, like, you're more important. Like, you're the one who's gonna save the world. Like, don't worry about me.
Yeah, and, like, the thing is, like, Rally knows Yusei so well that he just knew Yusei was gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna finish this duel. And Rally's like, you dense motherfucker. You don't have a choice. You are finishing this duel. Shut the fuck up and do this. And if you don't, I will. So,
I mean, like, he really turned around and he went, I know that you would much rather be in the netherworld than duel me. So I'm going to end it because I know that you won't do it. And told him, he was like, we need you. Me and all of our friends and Crow and Jack, we all need you. And like, I was like really emotional. I was like, oh my god, Rally, like, you don't need to do this right now. You do not need to come for me like this.
No, he did though. He did. Rally's a good man. Rally is a good fucking man.
And then like he like disappeared while Yusei was holding him, and I was like, my heart.
Yeah. It was so sad. It was just so sad. Like, this whole season is so sad.
They really like were like, we're gonna come for the heartstrings, but also remember that it's Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, honestly, like, this is like if season 1, if they just started picking off the cast, like, oh my god, they started picking off Serenity, they picked off Tristan, like, oh,
can't be
god.
doing this. And then like the ending part of like that episode, and like all the dark signers are like up there, and they're like, oh yeah, we can't duel you here, we're not supposed to, we're not allowed to. And I was like, you just did. Yusei was like, we just dueled here. What do you mean? We just dueled here. And he was like, you have to meet us at like the 4 Destiny Stars or whatever the fuck it was called. And I was just like, no, wait a minute. What?
Yeah.
And then Callan's there, and I'm like, no, not you.
Yeah, honestly,
not you.
I hate how many characters Sean Schimmel voices in this show, because he voices, I think, 3 of the Darksiders. Callan is one of them. I'm not gonna say who is another one because it's kind of spoilery. And then he voices, oh my god, one of the ones that was already killed, which I think is fucking hilarious. It's just ridiculous. Like, get another voice actor. Like, no. Jesus Christ. So
they have him like locked up somewhere, and they're like, you're gonna do Yu-Gi-Oh voices.
Do the voice,
Yu-Gi-Oh
Sean.
voices till you die.
Do the voice, Sean. Oh my god.
Sean, I just want to see my family. Do the Yu-Gi-Oh voices.
Then we'll release you back to Dragon Ball Team. So let's go on with the next episode 47. Oh my god, we've made it 7 episodes and we've been recording for an hour and 10 minutes.
No. We're gonna have to call it soon, so you're all gonna have to be okay with us only making it this far.
Yeah, this is gonna happen. This is what'll happen.
Listen, the conversation about Jack was very important, all right?
Of course, it needed to happen. 100%. Mark of the Monkey, Part 1. The Man with the Mark of the Monkey.
Wild. Shook.
I just need to sit with that for a second. Mark of the Monkey, Part 1. The Man with the Mark of the Monkey.
It's so funny. I actually just thought that they were going to bring back the spider.
Oh my god. They couldn't have thought, they didn't think of anything. what if they named the next Fast and Furious Fast and Furious 9?
Furious
They're
and Fast.
And Furious and Fast.
That's it. That's the next movie.
I love that.
Oh my god, I put it in my notes. The place that they're supposed to go to is called the 4 Stars of Destiny. I fucking hate that.
Oh yeah, it's like they're just the reactor pillar things. Oh god,
No,
it's so weird.
It's the 4 Stars of Destiny, because that's the only place we can duel, even though we have had Darksigner duels in multiple locations.
Yeah, it's the only place.
But
we
now
can
the
duel
rules matter.
now. Yeah, now the rules matter. Oh god, the Darksigners show up to taunt the Signers following Yusei's duel with Roman. Divac introduces himself. What the fuck kind of name is that? And it's right, like what? And reveals he is in possession of ancient fairy dragon and challenges Luna to come get it. Roman announces that their duels will take place at the 4 Stars of Destiny. There it is.
I fucking hate this.
While chasing him after them, Jack discovers that one of the Darksigners is Carly, who tells him to find her if he wants to know what happened. Back at Martha's house, the children are blaming themselves for her sacrifice, but Yusei promises the children that he will be able to bring everyone back after defeating the Darksigners, even though he's uncertain that will actually happen. So, can I just talk real quick about the Jack and Carly scene?
Okay, please do, because I just want you to know, once again, my notes, Jack, oh fuck, it's Carly Atlas.
Yeah.
Carly?
He like stops her. He's like, you look familiar. And he like turns, it's like, no fucking way.
The like hood falls off dramatically and he's like, Carly?
Yeah, notice he doesn't even see her face. He just sees her hair. That's it. Like, that's how much he loves this woman. Like, just no way. And Carly does the thing. She pulls up her hood and she's just like, if you want to know what happened, follow me. And I'm just like, Carly,
and there were like
no!
the little sparkles of like tears. I was
like, sweet baby, no. Like, oh god, Carly deserved better. 100%.
Carly did deserve better. I also love the how like the bio is like, Yusei's like, we're gonna like beat the bad guys or whatever. But Jack is like the one who starts that because the kids are crying and he's like, shut up. All right, don't blame yourself. Don't go take credit for something you didn't fucking do.
Yeah,
right?
he's like, don't
We're
take credit for this.
Everyone's ass.
It was so funny. Yusei has to translate Jack. He goes, Jack's like, don't go taking credit for things you didn't do. And then everyone goes silent and Yusei goes, what he means is don't blame yourself.
Yusei, the Jack Atlas translator.
Oh,
no,
God.
He means, we're gonna save the day.
Yeah, Nicole has become that for me in life. Like, I just say the craziest shit, and she's just like, this is what he means. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. All right, so he finds Carly and back at Martha. Okay, so let me just pick up back where we were. Mina discusses the whereabouts of the 4 control unit locations and reveals that Goodwin received the legendary dragons from Professor Fudo and put them into circulation, where they eventually came across their current owners. Yusei decides to face Cowan. Jack goes to confront Carly. Akiza heads towards Misty with Mina, and Luna and Leo. Akiza heads towards Misty with Mina, and Luna, Leo, and Trudge head towards where Divac is. While on their way there, Luna gets contacted by Karibon and is transported to the world of Duel Monster spirits. When Leo goes looking for her, he encounters Divac. While he is uninterested in dueling someone who isn't a signer, Leo challenges him anyway, hoping to defeat him so Luna won't have to. Yusei returns and watches the match with Trudge as Divac gains the lead with his monkey deck. I love the monkey deck, by the way, just side note.
Laughed for 10 minutes straight.
This episode was
about
so
Magician
stupid.
Ape.
Yeah! I have Magician Ape! I have a copy of that card!
Colton, I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention or what, but I came back and just I summoned Magician Ape, and I paused, laughed, unpaused. Leo was like, oh, it doesn't have that many attack points. I'll be fine as long as it doesn't have an effect. And then he goes, Magician Ape has an effect. And I paused again and laughed for another 10 minutes.
The writing is so good. It's so bad. It's so good.
I also...
As long as it doesn't have any kind of special effect, I now activate Magician Ape's special effect.
I literally paused and I cried for 10 minutes. Like, I was just in tears, laughing about it. I also, would love to point this out. This is I'm gonna read you what I wrote in my notes. Please don't laugh. But I put, alright, so when I was doing my rewatch of this, I had tweeted about my love of Crow, and someone had asked me how I felt about Leo and Luna, and I just want everybody to know, I fucking hate Leo.
I mean, okay, I don't hate Leo. I understand he's supposed to be like a 7-year-old boy. Like, when I was 7, my biggest decision of the day is, am I playing Sonic Adventure or fucking Zelda? Like, I was not a smart child. Like, I understand Leo's character, but God, is he irritating in the show.
I understand his character, but, my follow-up to what I had written was comparing to Luna, right? Luna has so much shit that she has on her plate, more than Yusei and Jack and Akiza. She has to go to the spirit world, save a fucking dragon, then come back and duel the Darksiders, and also stop her brother from doing stupid shit like this.
Yeah.
She has all of this on her plate as a fucking however old these kids are supposed to be, and then he's like, I'm not a signer, and also I see that this is really dangerous, and I made a whole fucking point about saying how dangerous this was, but now I'm gonna go do the thing. And I'm like, dude, you had an out.
Yeah, I do admire why he did it, though. He's like, I just want to feel important for once, and I want to protect my sister the way she protects me.
It's I understand, but at the same time I'm like, dude, this is a life or death situation.
Yeah, but he's a child. He doesn't fucking know that. He just doesn't. The concept of that is foreign to him, and School of Hard Knocks is a great teacher. I hate to say it like that, but it's the only way this kid's gonna learn, and we all knew that going in. We all knew that. So I mean, I kind of understand, and I kind of was rooting for Leo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was really hoping that the way they were gonna take this was that Leo was gonna beat this guy, and Luna was gonna come back and be like, "Oh shit, you did it." I don't have to worry about you anymore. Holy shit.
Yeah, no, I get it. I think my thing is that I genuinely don't like characters that are like that. So even when there are characters that aren't children that are very self-sacrificing, but without thinking about things, it gets on my nerves.
Yeah.
So even the fact that he's a kid, and I know I could sit there and go, well, he's a child, it's also just one of those things where I'm like, dude, no.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
stop.
even when I was a child, I knew not to run in front of a fucking car. I had some sort of self-preservation.
If you were in this situation as a kid and you literally saw people fucking dying around you, I think that you too would be like, no, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I understand where you're coming from, but I understand why this also needed to happen. Also, can I just say, the fucking scene where Luna gets beamed up to the spirit world is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Trudge. She wasn't beamed up anywhere.
Trudge having a fucking stroke in the driver's seat. And not only that, but the nonchalantness of Luna just warping to the spirit world. Just fucking, she's like, Kareebon, what's the matter? Oh, there's trouble in the spirit world? I'll be right there. Zip.
My favorite is Trudge not believing that that's the thing that happened. And then him telling Yusei, oh yeah, like, she just kind of disappeared, and he's like, oh, she went to the spirit world, and he's like, what the fuck? Why is everyone talking about the spirit world?
Trudge is...
And Yusei's
I
like
love
yelling
Trudge.
at him. And Yusei's
Like, it's real,
"It
you
is
fucking
real."
moron. I also don't know why Trudge is so close-minded about this. Trudge, just take a look at literally everything in front of you. Just take a look at anything that's happened in the past 24 hours, and that's the thing you think is unbelievable?
Yeah, it's the fact that the spirit world is real. That's
Oh.
where... Listen, dark signers summoning Yu-Gi-Oh monsters that can actually cause damage, not a problem. The spirit world, draw the line there.
Nah, that's it, homie. I can't believe that. But I
Me
just
watching
love...
her get beamed up. No, she hopped out of the car.
Oh, totally. 100%. Just tucked and rolled. Just... Oh, man. And I love how every single intro to the episode, they played that scene again and again and again and again. And I'm just like, I don't need to see it. I know where Luna is.
You didn't know.
So I think this next episode will be a good place to end off for the night. It's the monkey episode part 2. That's not what it's called. But
I wish that was what it was called.
the monkey episode part 2. Mark of the Monkey part 2. Minus World. The search for White Lion Regulus. As Luna reaches a town in the spirit realm, she notices that its inhabitants are running frightened and gravity is behaving oddly. She's discovered by a group of monkey soldiers who imprison her card spirits in stone tablets with minus levels. Whatever that is.
Doesn't have to make sense. It's Yu-Gi-Oh.
True. She is rescued by a young mage named Tarunka, who decides to help Luna find Regulus, the servant of ancient fairy dragon spoke of. Meanwhile, Leo continues his duel with Divac, managing to summon his power tool dragon to gain the lead. However, when Divac summons his dark synchro monster and activates a field spell, Yusei fears that he is preparing to summon his earthbound immortal. Back in the spirit world, Z-Man the Ape King attempts to turn ancient fairy dragon into a minus monster, but fails. Luna and Tarunka find Regulus, but he's not looking very friendly.
No, I suppose he isn't looking very friendly, is he?
Oh my god, I can't believe they wrote it like that. Oh, there's so much to unpack about this.
Alright.
I hate the Spirit World episodes so much.
First of all, me too. Second of all, I feel really bad saying this, so I'm going to start with an apology of I'm sorry to Z. With the first mention of Z-Man, I went, is that Zach? And then they were like Ape King or whatever the fuck, and I was like, oh god. But no matter what, they just, anytime they went Z-Man, I just thought of Z, and I was like, this is not what the association should be, but it's what it is.
Z-Man the Ape King is Zach and I's fusion. Like, that's that's it.
Like the Monkey Knights when they were like, we're doing this for like Z-Man. I was like, Zach is in charge of these monkeys? Like, what did I miss?
Oh my god. I loved this. I loved it and I hated it so much. The spirit world, I hate to say this word to describe it, but the spirit realm episodes are so cringy. You know, they're just...
It's like prime Yu-Gi-Oh! You know?
Yeah, this is like when they did that fantasy world bullshit in season 2 of the original series, which we still haven't done, by the way. Holy shit. We need to do that.
It's like, yeah, like, I feel like anytime they really do something with like the like spirits of the cards or whatever, I'm always just like,
yeah, I'm over it.
Can
like,
I
just want to
fast
see
forward?
Yeah, and it's like the whole thing about the spirit world is like, when we're in your decks we're battling, but here we live in harmony. And all I pictured, oh my god, my mic just cut out. All I pictured was ancient gear golem in a floral hat with a basket picking flowers.
It's like I kind of picture like Mario Party, but like the like ancient gear golem is like playing fucking like go-karts, like shit like that. Like, it's like fucking
love
Mario. Like
I love
all the characters like get together when they're not doing the main series games, and they're like playing like mini games and shit. It's like ancient gear golems playing fucking badminton on the beach with like Fishburne Blaster.
I adore that so much. I think that's so good.
Like, I don't know. I understand that it's also like a kid show.
I know.
Like you're viewing it with like adult glasses or whatever. But like I even remember like watching this when I was younger and not being a fan of the spirit world stuff and just kind of being like, we get it. Like shit's not going well.
I mean, they could have took it in a direction where it's like if they wanted to have a spirit world, don't make it like its own fucking Earth with Yu-Gi-Oh cards running around. That's weird. Like just make it like
also like maybe it's me, but it also really bothered me that it was like so like what like DVAC has the ancient fairy dragon card. So like what like if Luna were to get it before going to the spirit world, would it just like not be playable?
That's another thing. I
like
just
it's Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a card.
I don't understand. I don't
and
understand.
then that must mean that there's like 27,000 like spirits of dark magician in the spirit world, right? Like for every print of the card. So I have a lot of questions about how the spirit world works that I'll never get answered because it's Yu-Gi-Oh and they don't answer shit like that.
No, they're just like, fuck it. It is how it is. Deal with it. You know, sucks.
My main question really would be if like Luna were to have gotten that card and not gone to the spirit world, are you telling me that Ancient Fairy Dragon would not have been playable?
Yeah, it would just imagine it's just like she plays it and it's just the card on the dual disc and you're just like, Ancient Fairy Dragon attacks. You're just gonna have to trust me on that though.
You're just gonna have to understand that you lost the life points. I know that there's no dragon here, but you lost the life points.
There's there's a bit, there's a Team 4-Star bit where they had the Cell games for a long time, and they just had different anime characters come and fight Cell, and one of them was Yugi Moto. They had Yugi come and fight Cell, and he's just like, oh, finally an ancient pharaoh, and he's like, yeah, we're gonna fight with dual monsters, and Cell's like, what? It's just like, so it just flashes. It's like, yeah, it's a children's card game. It's just like, it's a card game. We get your deck, your dual disc, your deck. How are we doing this? And Cell's like, what the fuck? And then Yugi's like, okay, so all right, you know what? We'll do it like this. If we're gonna do it analog, we're just gonna have to get a lot closer though.
Oh my goodness.
I thought that was so funny. And Cell's is like, Yugi's like, you know, do you know how to play? And Cell's like, no. He's like, I'll teach you. He's like, fuck it, I'm down. How do we play? Let's go.
I love that though.
It's so funny.
Like I simultaneously hate and love it at the same time.
And then at the end of the video, it's just Cell rules lawyering Yugi the whole time.
Me watching the QQ anime.
It's so fucking
Is me
funny.
Rules lawyering.
I'll have to send you that video. I was fucking screaming. But yeah, so that's the thing about the spirit world. I'm just like, it's weird. It's a weird thing they do, and I don't like it. So we'll go through. Oh wait, we did. We went through that episode, but I did like the duel that Leo had with DVAC. I really appreciate that. You know, he's flexing his dual muscles, man. And Power Tool Dragon's a cool monster. I really like that. But I really, really wish that, you know, they would just let Leo be his own duelist. You know what I mean? Instead of just being like, I know they're twins. I know the whole thing with twins and shows like this is that, oh, we're connected. We're the same person. No, you're fucking
They're an
not.
Extension of each other.
Oh god, I hate that trope so much. Just let
like,
Leo be his own goddamn dude.
I that's the thing. Like maybe that's another reason why I like don't like his character so much, is because it really is just this like tag along.
Yeah, that's a
Luna?
great way to put it. He is a tag along character, and it's annoying. It's irritating, is what it is.
Like, I do think that like he could be a standalone character, like on his own.
He could.
But, like,
He could
it's
very well be.
But like it's like the thing of like it's never just Leo or just Luna. It's Leo and Luna. You know, like they're a package deal, and it's like, dude, like you're saying, he could be his own duelist, and then like I feel like a majority of his duel is him being like, I wish Luna was here.
Yeah, that's
like,
another
no,
thing.
like, and
just
like, what is it? Yusei's up on the like ridge or whatever, being like, you have to believe in yourself and your cards, or you're never gonna win. And it's like, yeah, dude, believe in you, man.
yeah, like you're not just an extension of Luna, and Luna's not an extension of you. Like, just, oh God, I just wish that they would stop with this. You know, I get it. It's cute sometimes, you know.
It was cute when like it was in the tournament.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not anymore.
Yeah, it's not. It really isn't cute. I just, come on, just let him be his own dude, please. Like, all right, enough of that episode. I think that's a perfect place to cut it off for now.
I agree. There's still, I think, 2 more episodes about the monkey fight, which is great. Because I think a majority of it is spirit world stuff.
I know, which is why I want to, like, you know, stop for now, and then we'll start with that, so that way we can end with more fun things.
Yeah, like I know there's some wild shit coming up with the spirit world, which is a little exciting, but like,
yeah,
I am a little over the spirit world stuff.
Yeah, it got really old, really quick.
I think it was really cool when it was in the tournament. Like,
yeah,
it was like it came across differently, but I think now it's like you're dragging it, like you're milking something that like wasn't even that good to begin with.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's just really campy and really like, I'm gonna use that word again, cringy. It gets really cringy now, and I'm just like, okay, enough. Let's move on with this. You know,
I was a 2000s emo kid. I'm used to cringe.
Yeah, but this is different. Like, this is a different kind of cringe. Like, this is like, I don't know how to describe it. I really don't know how to describe it without just saying
like
it's
people really liked the idea of like, you know, Karibo and like winged Karibo, right? Like we all were like super cool about that. And then they went, we can market this. And it's just like, no, actually, you can't. Please stop.
Exactly. And like, oh God, because they tried to just do the thing that Yugi had, or Jaden had, with Wing Karibo, you know? And I'm just, oh God.
Also, like, you know, like that stuff was like main character thing. And then like, they were like, no, now it's different because he has like these dragons and whatever. And it's like, ugh. Just
Yeah, this is not peak 5Ds. Like this, I'm just gonna warn you guys right now. This is not where 5Ds gets its like its greatness from. I'm just All right,
no.
I'm done
wait till
talking
we get to the
about
next
that.
season. The next season's got some good shit.
Yes, exactly. So I think that's a perfect place to end off. Rain, thank you so much for coming back to this, and thank you for letting me just kind of rip into this show, because I love and hate this show so much.
What a mood. I mean, obviously, you know, thank you for like running shit and like while I was doing shit. Obviously there was a lot of stuff that you guys were finishing up doing that I know nothing about, like JoJo's and Dragon Ball Z. So reasons I have not been here. I don't fucking know anything about Dragon Ball Z minus like the Frieza arc. I know that. But yeah, so I know there's a lot of stuff we've got going on that's gonna come out soon. things that we're excited to talk about.
Hell yeah, I'm so excited. We can't do it yet, but we will. We will eventually, so just keep an eye out for that.
Yes.
Rain, would you like anything to plug?
To plug? No, I don't really have anything to plug. But if you guys are interested in any commissions, you should hit up our boy at Z Farm Arts.
Absolutely.
Get those art commissions. And if you're interested in any hot takes, you should follow me on Twitter, where I don't shut the fuck up.
That's a good thing to plug.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, which is at Pro Hero Rain. And soon-ish, when I am all settled after our move, there might be some streaming coming your way.
Ooh, that's good to know. Speaking of streaming, Nicole is going to be streaming on my channel tonight. If you want to check that out, she's going to be doing some horror games. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure to check that out at CEZ Special on Twitch. You can check out my Twitter at the exact same name. And once I start doing more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, I'm actually going to be putting it on TikTok. So let's fucking do it. Doing pack openings on TikTok.
Fucking do it. Oh my god, everyone should follow me on TikTok, because I post really stupid shit.
Hell
like my
yeah.
hot Sonic take on TikTok, which is at Pro Hero Rain as well.
I'm sorry, you're what?
I did a hot Sonic take on TikTok. It's a really stupid TikTok, but
okay, all right. I thought you meant like Hot Sonic is the whole like thing, and I'm
No.
like, what?
when I do my Sonic cosplay, it'll be Hot Sonic, but like
Absolute Hot Sonic Summer.
Hot Sonic. No, it's a hot Sonic summer. Anyway, thank you guys so much for following and listening. And as always, tune in next week, where we talk about something else.
Definitely not Jack Atlas's sex life, I'll tell you that.
No, I think we're done with that for now.
For now. Definitely for now.
But you never know when I'll bring that back up. Might not even be in a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. Who knows?
I love it.
All right, have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.